Hello, can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Because I've been speaking to myself for the past 10 minutes and I didn't even know that I was not live. Yeah, so such issues happen. If I'm live and you can hear me, please go and comment. Okay, live plus one or live okay, something like that. And yes, I've been speaking to myself for the past 10 minutes. So I'm going to start the slides very soon, but I really need some response. Hopefully, yeah. Meanwhile, let me send the link. Let me send the link to the Telegram group. Or some of you can help me send the link. Cause a bit busy. Wait, send the link to my Telegram group. Okay. Okay, we should be good. We should be good. Okay. Then I share my slides first. Oh, I think today we have a lot to go through. So I want to make it quick because I know everyone is busy. And even though we are busy, last night I've been looking through these messages, and yeah, so many of you have messaged me and or in the group and telling me that there's this change, there's that change, and in fact we have 15 slides to cover today. Okay, we have a lot of change to cover, and I was just looking at it. Wow, what a sad day, man! Tomorrow is going to be a long day, and indeed, right now at 9 p.m. we are still doing work. Okay, but I just want to make a social public announcement. Make sure that I can cover everything on time because this may affect how you want to spend on your card in the next few months. And especially if you're watching this as a recording, it's going to be quite long, 45 minutes to 1 hour, including the Q&A. So just watch it as a podcast when you go to your work tomorrow or lunchtime, you have some time, you listen. And if we look at the list of the nerfs right here, we already have like more than 10 nerfs already. Okay, not in any particular order. Some of them I've covered before. The others need to take some time to go through the terms and conditions lah. Okay, because I get all these news is the same time as you. I don't have any exclusive news. Okay, let's start the nerf in particular. Chocolate card. Okay, so I saw some of you like have seen that chocolate card effective of today is going to earn 1 max mile per dollar for the bill payments. Okay, not just the bill payments, like everything. It used to be 2 miles per dollar, 2 max miles per dollar on the first 1,000 spent, but effective today is going to be 1 max miles per dollar, and not just 1 max mile per dollar, but also if you're doing bill payment on the following MCCs like medical and health, government services, utilities, real estate, insurance, business services, and especially for those of you who are using for cut up, okay, then you are just going to get at a cap of 100 max miles. Okay, so we used to be able to get 1,000 max miles, right? And sorry, we used to be able to get 2,000 max miles based on $1,000 of spend. So that is quite sad for chocolate Visa debit card. It started off very strong in February and even March, right? But it has all died down because of a lot of stuff and the change in terms and conditions. So chocolate card, if you're using it for bill payments, especially telco, utilities, okay, sorry, not telco. If you're using it for utilities, government services, medical and business services, all that, okay, note of the new cap is going to be effective from today onwards. Okay, so that is quite a big change for some of you. You have to change the card. Next one is quite new one, but it's only going to be effective on 1st August 2025. That is DBS Women's World Cup. So for those of you who are familiar with Miles Credit Card, this is one of the powerhouses where it used to be able to earn 4 mile per dollar on 2,000 spent. Then at the earlier part of this year, I think it dropped to 1.5K. And starting from 1st of August onwards, it's going to drop by another 1,000, drop to the spending cap of $1,000. So in a span of just 1 year, it just half the spending cap. All right. So right now, your major spend cap, you can only get 4 mile per dollar on first $1,000 effective 1st of August 2025. Usually people use DBS Women's World Card for online purchases because that's what it's useful for. Don't use it for physical purchases, and it is most useful for travel spend, where you book flight tickets, hotel accommodations, and some of these online payment platforms like Shopback Pay or Freeze Plus, right? You store it and then yeah, you can earn online 4 mile per dollar. Okay, but take note of the cap. Previously, it was 1.5K, and even until 31st July, it will be 1.5K. Starting 1st August, it's going to be 1K. Okay, so if you buy any flight tickets above 1K, maybe it is a good idea to split across different cards. Okay, and some of you would think that UOB Ladies Card or Solitaire would be a good option, right? Later we will cover that. Okay, third one is AMEX Pay QR. Okay, recently they just sent an email out to all the AMEX card holders that AMEX Pay QR is going to stop from 31st July 2025. So the last charge, your last payment is going to be on 30th July 2025. So what people use AMEX Pay for is mainly for all the hawkers, the kopitiams, all the small market shops. They have this SG QR code, right? I went through in one of my food, dining, and hawker payment video. So it was one way for people to use AMEX Pay to use their Amex True Cashback card, or previously the High Flyer card, to earn miles or cashback. So Amex Pay is going to be gone. And the thing about Amex Pay is that it started since COVID, I believe, like 2020. And I remember I was scanning this QR code from the hawker, and then I just like, how they make money? Because this SGQR, I don't think there is much transaction fee, right? So it is quite it occurred quite weird to me, how they earn money and how they sustain. So all good things do not last. After 5 years, I think they cannot thank it already, and they don't think it's profitable. So no more payment to hawker or market. But truth be told, I'm still trying to utilize my CDC voucher, so I don't really have much chance to do Amex Pay. Okay, regarding what is a good payment method for hawker, I've heard comments on Telegram messages that there's this DCS app that you can get the DCS Union Pay card. I haven't explored that option myself because hawker spend is just a very small part, and the fact is that I do not want to deal with DCS also, because I have enough credit cards and I don't want to deal with more cards. So for those of you who have DCS cards, right, maybe you want to share your experience, like how is the customer service, is the annual fee easy to waive? I don't know, I don't have experience with DCS. So that's Amex Pay QR. Remember, from 31st July onwards, really cannot use already. Okay, next one is it's one of the biggest hit to a lot of people. That's HSBC EGA GIRO. Okay, so from 1st August, GIRO payments initiated by building organization will qualify for only 0.5% cashback. Okay, 0.5%. Previously, it was 1%. So what that means is that previously, if you are on a personal banking level, you pay $30,000 worth of bills from GIRO deduction. All right, the automatic deduction. You can get $300 a month. Okay, starting from 1st August onwards, it's going to get half to $150. So that's a very big nerf, very big impact, especially if you're a premier customer and just happened that this month you have a lot of bills to pay from GIRO deduction. Okay, maybe you already hit $50,000 of bills, but now instead of $500 per month, you can only get $250. So that is a very big blow, especially to HSBC EGA people who have, enjoyed this benefit for I don't know how long, very long already. But I guess this benefit has been there more than 5 years already. So HSBC EGA really thankful for all the cashback benefits that they have given us. I think it's about due time that they go for nerf. The good news is the cap has not changed, right? $300 for personal banking, $500 for premier banking. I mean, they could very well lower the cap and keep the percent, and people will still be devastated by it. But as of now, 0.5%, although it's like 50% gone, but the silver lining is the cap is still there for now. Okay, we don't know when this cap will change. It may probably change in the future, we don't know. But what we can do is there's no other alternative for HSBC GIRO payments so it has been very generous to us, so be thankful that it happened. That's all I can say. Okay, next I want to talk about OCBC 360 interest rate. So from 1st of August, their interest rate is going to change. I know that it has changed recently from 4.65% to 3.3% at the earlier part of this year. But now that it has changed even further to 2.45% effective, and we are talking about the first $100,000, and that's when you fulfill the salary, the save, and the spend criteria. Okay, 2.45%. That's even lower than CPF OA interest rate, and that's coming from $100,000 with terms and conditions like salary credit still have to spend. I don't even think I would participate. I mean, I myself would not participate. Doesn't mean that you should not participate, because I know that for some people they may be interested in the investment portion, because you are getting like 1.2% on the first 75k, 2.4% on the next 25k, work out to be around 1.8, 1.7. Cannot really calculate. But the truth is, some people really do invest with OCBC, and they may want to buy a selected investment product. So it may make sense to them, but it definitely does not make sense to me, because I have other better options than to keep cash in a low yielding cash interest account. Yeah, so that's for OCBC 360. In fact, in the last few videos, I already talked about, since OCBC has reduced to 3.3%, my monies were no longer in OCBC 360. So for those of you who have downloaded my OCBC 360 calculator to calculate, right, now the calculator like no use already lah. Okay, it's not no use, it's just that it's redundant already, because you will not be using it. Okay, but still thankful to those of you who found it helpful. Hopefully that can also train your skill to how to calculate monthly average balance or average daily balance. It is not some astronomical math. It just takes some time to like really understand the weighted average balance across the monthly average balance. And because I'm familiar with numbers already, but not everyone is that well versed. So hopefully that spreadsheet has helped some people on the savings part. Okay, moving on to next one is OCBC 36. Sorry, OCBC rewards card. Okay, another one from OCBC. So starting from 31st, no, from now until 31st December 2025, the 6 miles per dollar category will no longer apply to just MCC 5311, which is department stores. Okay, so previously it was based on MCC. So whatever MCC 5311, right, they will get 6 miles per dollar, and especially useful if you buy for HAMEX. All right, so if you buy for HAMEX, right, because HAMEX, the MCC is 5311 ma. So if you use the OCBC rewards card and you buy HAMEX, you buy vouchers on HAMEX, you get £6 per dollar, and I think it's on like $1,000 cap or something more. Okay, I'm not familiar with rewards card, but now that they have changed it, so it is only specific to a few merchants only, like Lazada, Shopee, Taobao, or TikTok Shop. Okay, the good news is some of these platforms, they have multiple different MCC. For example, Shopee. Okay, sometimes you buy from Shopee supermarket. Is it a grocery MCC or department store MCC or online shopping MCC? Okay, now they just say it's by merchant specific, and especially Lazada is even more different MCC. So at least if you shop on these platforms, specifically like Lazada, Shopee, Taobao, or TikTok, which is very popular right now, you are guaranteed to get 6 miles per dollar. Okay, and yes, usually it only earn 4 miles per dollar. So, but no more HAMEX. I think HAMEX is a bigger impact. So this used to be a specific HAMEX card, 6 miles per dollar. Yeah, lah, so don't know how it will affect HAMEX business. Okay, we will just watch and see. Okay, next one is a big one. UOB Lady Solitaire. Starting from 1st August 2025, the way they calculate the category is going to be different. So previously it was like 1.5k for Lady Solitaire combined category. Two categories, right? Combined 1.5k is your spend cap. So starting 1st of August, that's going to change. They're going to split it up to two categories, each being $750 of spend each category. Okay, this is for Lady Solitaire, and there's no change to Ladies Card or Ladies Solitaire Mental for now. So it makes a very interesting observation, right? Does it mean that if I choose travel and dining, which is my current chosen categories for UOB Ladies Solitaire, I only can spend $750. Meanwhile, the UOB Ladies Card, the normal regular UOB Ladies Card, they can spend $1,000 on one category, and if they chose travel, their spending cap is higher than my Ladies Solitaire, 750. Yes, that is the fact. They can spend 1,000, but Ladies Solitaire can only spend 750. It is exactly what they say here. But it doesn't mean that UOB Ladies Card will not be nerfed, because looking at the trend, I'm very sure they will touch UOB Ladies Card very soon already. Okay, I don't know when. I don't have insider news, but I'm not optimistic about how UOB is gonna word their benefits especially for credit cards and interest rates. They have been changing all these terms and conditions throughout the year, usually not for the better. I think it's in anticipation of how the business is going forward, right? They want to focus more on other products instead of credit card customers. So yes, for UOB Lady Solitaire users like me, this is a very sad fact, because previously we thought that if DBS Women's World Cup having a lower cap of 1K, we still can keep the UOB Lady Solitaire card, right? But turns out UOB Lady Solitaire card just dropped from 1.5K spend cap on travel to $750 of spend cap on travel if you're trying to do a large ticket purchase on flight booking or hotel booking, right? So this is just sad lah for Lady Solitaire. Okay, but good news is Lady Solitaire Metal is not affected for now. If you can qualify for Lady Solitaire Metal, you're probably quite elite. So, okay, so that's the good news for those of you who are not the Lady Solitaire holder lor. Okay, next time I want to talk about UOB One Card. UOB again. UOB have many things to talk about. Okay, this one is quite complicated. So I want to make sure that I go through quite specifically. And in any way, if I was wrong in my terms of interpretation, then I'm very sorry, but always refer to the official terms and conditions, because this is quite complicated. UOB One Card itself is already very complicated. Now they change the terms and conditions. Okay, so on the right, you can see this diagram, right? This diagram is provided by UOB. Okay, they have an updated FAQ to help people navigate the changes, and there is current and there is new. Okay, so what is current is that for those people in your current qualifying quarter, you all will still enjoy the existing terms and conditions. But once you start your new qualifying quarter, then the new effects of spending and caps will take place. Okay, it is not from a specific date, unlike other credit cards when they start from 1st August or 1st September. No, UOB One Card, the effect will only take place on your next qualifying quarter, right? So for example, if your qualifying quarter was May, June, and July, that means that as soon as 1st of August, your new changes will take effect. Okay, so that is something that you have to note first. Okay, so that's the first part. The second part is the changes. Firstly, on the minimum spend, previously the lowest tier was $500, right? Now it will be increased to $600 on the lowest tier. So no longer 500, 1,000, 2,000. It's going to be 600, 1,000, and 2,000. Okay, and not only that, not only the minimum spend increase, but the number of transactions for you to be eligible for the additional cashback and base cashback and whatnot, it's going to be increased from 5 transactions to 10 transactions. Okay, so be very careful on that, because 5 transactions is quite easy to hit, right? 10 transactions, if you're not careful or there is a refund, then you may miss it, So UOB One Card is very tricky. It's a simple card to use, but not easy to execute. Okay, because there are so many things that they can catch you on. The minimum spend, the number of transactions, and whether it's an ACB merchant, and whether the timing of the merchant posting it within your statement month, within the 3 months of that quarter, can qualify you for cashback. So UOB One is a very sneaky card. Be careful on that. All right, base cashback is going to be increased from $50 to $60 for the base tier. That is reasonable. All right, so that is all for the base cashback. Base cashback really so complicated already. And I'm not even sure that I'm interpreting it correctly, because hopefully this is what I interpret correct. Okay, but if anyone thinks that I'm interpreting it wrongly, please correct me in the comment section or the comment section or the ask session. Later we will go through. Okay, next one is the additional cashback, because this one got a big change. What is the big change is that you realize that on the current versus new section, DFI Retail Group is removed, okay, from previously 5% and 6.67% to become 0. So the change will be effective from 1st of August. Okay, so yours at least there's a fixed date for this okay. But what they are adding is the grocery. Okay, sorry, I realized my headshot is blocking the number, but you all can see later I will send the slides in the coffee page later. Then I'll send the tag. But what it's saying is that they add a new category called grocery. And then this grocery, I know you cannot see here. This is 0 for tier 1. The $600 tier don't have ACB for grocery. Okay. But for tier 2, the $1,000 spending tier, you'll get additional 2.67%. Okay. Then the tier 3, $2,000, you'll get additional 4.67%. Okay. So they took out DFI group, they put in grocery group. So for those of you who spend more on fair price, maybe UOB One Card is for you. But I understand where this is coming from, why they removed DFI retail group, because DFI is probably more friends with DBSU card than UOB One Card, right? You're getting 18% cash rebate and 10 miles per dollar. Why would anyone go and use UOB One Card on DFI anymore? Assuming it's the same $600 minimum spend, you get so much more from you as in YUU. Okay. And yes, the ACB monthly cap will be increased to $120 monthly instead of the previous $100 monthly. So yes, that is to adjust the change upwards. Overall, if you ask me whether I like this change or not, I still prefer the old terms and conditions. But that's just me. Some people may prefer the new terms and conditions. One more thing to note is that UOB One account, you'll need $500 spending per month, right, to qualify. But now that this card is $600, does it mean that UOB One, the account, needs $600? No. As of now, no. Okay. But later, I don't know. Later, maybe they increase to $600. Nobody knows. Okay. When it comes, it will happen. So this is it for UOB One credit card. A lot of changes, I know. Okay. Hopefully, can help you digest better. Next one is UOB's Visa Signature card. Okay, this one also a bit abstract because in the morning there was some confusion on whether the bonus points is it 1.2k or 1.3k. So it has been clarified and confirmed that now, previously it was a $2,000 spend cap, right? Now it becomes a separate cap. Okay, there is no more combined cap. So you cannot like $2,000 fully spend on contactless and petrol, or $2,000 on overseas transactions. Now they split into two categories. They name it very clearly. Category 1, overseas transaction. Category 2, petrol / contactless spend. And this is going to be effective. This is going to be effective from 1st September 2025. But something new that from today onwards, 1st of July, they are going to add Simply Go to UOB Visa Signature. Okay, so this is good news for those of you who are using it as a mobile contactless or Visa PayWave function card. But take note of the minimum spend. There is still a minimum spend of $1,000 per category. Okay, but the sad news is there's a max spend of 1.2k per category. No longer $2,000, dropped to 1.2k per category. So in essence, is it a nerf or above? I think UOB will spin it in a way that it is enhanced, because now your overall spend cap has been increased to 1.2k multiplied by 2, which is 2.4k. That's how they will word it to become enhanced, right? But if you ask me, UOB Visa Signature, I don't really use this card unless it's for large ticket purchases, like over 1k. I can just thumb 1.5k to buy MacBook at Apple Store or somewhere. Now that you just reduce the maximum spend, I think it just kind of defeats the purpose of UOB Visa Signature. But that's just for me, because everyone has different spending patterns, right? Yeah, so I don't know. It may be good to some people, it may be bad to the rest of the people. Okay. This is for UOB Visa Signature. Okay, I think we are close to the end of NERF already. Okay, UOB Nation of Savers. Building a Nation of Savers, this is the brand new promotion starting 1st of July. And it's going to be benchmarked to your monthly average balance for the whole month of June. So if your whole month of June, the balance is very low, then good for you. But if it's very high, then it's too late for you to clean it out. Okay. I don't need to explain Nation of Savers or this quarterly promotion. But what I want to highlight is you look at the holding period. Last time it was 5 months. Now it has become highlighted 7 months. 7 months, okay. 7 months, you know how long? And that's not even including the transition period. So you need to be very sure that you really don't need this amount of money. Okay. Like Granny MT said, you can still go to the branch and withdraw, just that you don't get the cashback at the end. or but I think that if you want to participate in this promotion, you better 100% be fully committed, or you just don't participate. Okay, don't half in and half out. That is not ideal for this kind of promotion, which is why I don't participate anymore. I think since last year, I have stopped putting in money in UOB One and all these quarterly savings promotion because I don't want to be tied down, which is very important. And it proved to be a right decision for me because markets were so turmoil and I just pluck in a few funds in the equities market. So, and I haven't even mentioned that the cash credit amount has decreased one more time. 150K, you only get $340. That is such a big difference, right? I remember last time it used to, I mean at the start, it used to be like $1,000 on. Now become 1/3 of it. Is it really worth for you to hold 7 months? For me, it's not worth it. For you, for some of you, maybe worth it. So you need to do your own numbers, your own calculation. I just want to highlight that it's 7 months, no longer 5 months. Be very careful, okay? Okay, this one is fresh one. BOC SmartSaver. I think just posted on 7 p.m. in my group. And there's a change in the BOC SmartSaver interest rates from 1st August 2025. Yeah, so it's going to affect mainly the wealth bonus, 2.75%, but they increase it to 3%. Oh, that's a buff, but you need to purchase wealth products to earn this bonus interest for 12 consecutive months. Okay, be very careful. I'm not saying you cannot buy, but be very careful on what the banks are selling you. All right, because most likely they will sell you insurance linked policies or saving plan products that may not be the best return for you, just that you're blinded by this increase in interest rates. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying that you need to be very clear on what you're buying into. All right, so that's not financial advice because those are what financial advisors are telling you. I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, but if we look at salary credit bonus, which is what I mentioned in one of my BOC Smart Saver video, it's going to be decreased from 1.5% to 0.8%, essentially halving it. Okay, so I remember when I last covered BOC Smart Saver, I mean, the most initial one, it was like 4.3%. Then after that, after I made that video, they nerfed it to around 2.8, 2.9%. So now they dropped another 0.7%. So if you fulfill like the easy to fulfill criteria, then we are looking at just 2.2, 2.3% per annum. Yeah, anyway, don't make sense to go for this account anyway. All these high interest savings account are just coming to an end. So really, like I said last year, don't focus too much on this high interest savings account. It's just going to get trashed by the interest rates. Good to say that is the end of the nerf for now, for the 1st of July, okay? Because I'm going to cover the buff already. Okay, good news is we are not done yet, okay? Because I just talked about AMEX Pay being removed from Hawker, but DBS PayLah is coming back. So every Saturday, if you are early, okay, you go and scan the PayLah QR code, you can get up to $3 cashback. Okay, this is plastered all over the news media already, so I'm sure a lot of you know. Okay, but only the first 160,000 people will get it. Okay, I've not been participating in this because it's too early for me. Okay, for those people, if you are early risers on a Saturday to buy your breakfast, this will be good news for you. No need to sign up anything. Okay, if you don't have PayLah account, you can go and use my referral code in the PayLah, in the promo code page. Okay, I'll put it somewhere. But yeah, I think I don't need to go through this, right? I think after 5 years, you all are very familiar with how PayLah works. Okay, let's talk about the highlight of the day. We are finally back to HSBC Revolution, or HSBC Revolution is finally back because from 1st July to 31st December, to 1st July to 31st October, you're going to earn 10x points or 4 miles per dollar on what? On travel bookings and also contactless payment. So all these come back already. They used to be gone, like we used to make videos on laughing at how HSBC Revolution is such a useless card, right? They remove contactless and they remove travel spend. But now it's back and it's coming back fast and furious. Okay, but to make it very clear, it is online travel, okay, plus contactless travel, plus contactless all these things, okay, contactless retail store, department store, dining spot. And then the dining spot, don't think it's for all dining spot. MCC 5814 is not included. MCC 5814 is one of the most important MCC. Why? Fast food. Fast food is not just fast food restaurant. We are talking about all the small eateries and cafes, like your coffee shop like Ya Kun, Toastbox. They may be MCC 5814, right? And all the small eatery like Qiji, all these that sorry, not Qiji. I don't know. All the small eatery that they accept credit card, most likely they are MCC 5814 as well. So don't use your HSBC Revolution thinking that you earn 4 miles per dollar, because you will not. Okay, even though they say dining spot, but it's a good change. It's a good change. We still welcome this change. And not only that, the spend cap will be increased from $1,000 to $1,500 per month. Okay, so that is double good news, right? You add back the travel. Okay, you add back the Visa contactless and mobile contactless. Okay, and yeah, you increase the cap. So that is 3 good things coming back from HSBC Revolution. So I think this card, if you don't have, you can go and apply it via my SmartSaver link or something. You can get some Dyson gift for free, And in fact, I've been out of HSBC for more than 12 months already. So I think it's a good time to get back HSBC card. I'm probably going to apply for this card to meet the minimum spend, get my SmartSaver gift, and most likely, if I get a gift, the Dyson one, some of them need to top up, some of them don't need to top up. Okay, just depend on what you want. There's like Dyson Air Straight, Dyson Air Wrap, some vacuum cleaner, hair dryers, kind of thing lah. Okay, so that's about it. For the NERF, there are so many I cannot count. For the above, there are 2 DBS PayLah and HSBC Revolution. So very good news. Okay, and right now let's open for Q&A. Okay, if you have any questions on the NERF, on the BAF or credit card, yeah, you can type it out in the chat section of this live stream. Okay, meanwhile, if you're free and waiting for a question, you can go and scan this QR code to support me. Okay, this will lead you to the IBKR page. And yeah, every click counts, or it can help to, Okay, and if you don't know me yet, my name is Chris from Honey Money SG. I'm most active on social media, doing YouTube content. I'm so active on Telegram, Instagram, and TikTok. Yeah, so that's how you can follow me lah. Okay, I see some questions on the chat. All right, so let's address them one by one. Any miles credit card to recommend for Simply Go? Okay, miles credit card. Okay, cashback got a lot of credit card lah. Maybank, Family and Friends, and UOB One. These 2 are already good enough. Miles, I think you can look at the UOB Visa Signature that we just went through, right? The UOB Visa Signature, you need to hit a minimum spend of $1,000 per month, and you can get 4 miles per dollar. Okay, don't worry about the $5 block. This is not going to affect it too much like the UOB Preferred Platinum. Okay, the way they calculate the $5 is very different. So it used to be chocolate card, right? Chocolate can get you 2 max miles per dollar for Simply Go, but now that chocolate like melting, dark chocolate, then I think UOB Visa Signature is quite good. Otherwise, if you can afford to waste the category on UOB Ladies card or UOB Chris Flyer card, then you can still get the 3 or 4 miles per dollar lah. That's what I think. Okay, next question. All the banks don't know nowadays. Okay, this one not question. Any idea how to tell if my HSBC card was cancelled for more than 12 months? Okay, so this question, very easy. I just go to my HSBC app. I go to the support and I just type agent. You must type agent. Otherwise, they will lead you to the AI virtual chat, which you don't want. You just go and type agent in the support chat. Then someone human will go and attend to you. Then you can ask, when was my last card cancellation date? And from this date, what should be the date that I should apply for the next HSBC card to be qualified for welcome gift? So get it in black and white. So this is very useful in the HSBC app. Just go and ask the customer service in the chat. Okay, don't go and ask the AI. Make sure you type agent. Okay, type agent, AGENT. Okay, next question. Share your latest miles strategy. My latest miles strategy, actually, I'm more focused on cashback now. In fact, I've been talking about cashback for the past 6 months since December already. Yeah, because I've been focusing on Maybank Family and Friends card to meet the $800 spend. So miles card, I really never really take a look. Like Maybank Family and Friends, 8% cashback is much better than 4 miles per dollar already. And then now with all the NERF so far, I really don't see very optimistic news about miles. I mean, I could use the cashback I save to go and buy miles through cut up iPay my or CityPay or if I want to. Or so there's really no need to stick to miles. There are ways to get miles if you are willing to pay for them at a cheaper rate, right? So that's my latest miles strategy, or my value mercenary strategy. Okay, next question. I literally just got my UOB One credit card yesterday and started using the card today. Does it mean the minimum spend will affect me immediately, July, August, September? Okay, this one you have to check the HSBC. Sorry, you have to check the UOB customer service, because UOB One credit card, the only one that can confirm your qualifying months for the quarter are the CSO from UOB. Even if I tell you it's correct, but later the way they calculate it is very different from how I calculate. So just go and UOB chat assist or Digibot, UOB chat assist. Yeah. Then ask to speak to a human, chat with the human, ask them to check what's your qualifying quarter and when will the new T&Cs affect you. Yeah, always get this from the customer service lah. Don't ask me. Can I split payment in Apple retail store? I think if you use Atomy, it's possible and you can get some rewards. But if you use their installment plan, most likely it's not lah. So that's why you need to use all these buy now, pay later app in a correct way, right? You buy now, pay later. It's not because you cannot afford. It's because you want to split the payment that you can maximize the miles or the cashback. Yeah. So if that is a possible payment option, you can do that. Since you're not putting cash in high yield savings account, where do you park excess cash as I have 100K in OCBC 360 right now? I went through this in my video just last week, right? My cash strategy for June 2025. Yeah, you can watch that video. I have very specific instructions of where I park my cash or invest it. Just applied for PPV. Should I go for UOB Privy or DBS Women's World Cup with the mouse game? If you just want to stay in the UOB ecosystem, then I guess you can go with UOB Privy, add a UOB Ladies card, add a UOB Visa Signature card, because UOB miles, they do combine, or uni dollar points, they combine. So you just need to pay one-time transaction fee. Whereas if you go with DBS Women's World Card, you need to pay separate transaction fee. And the last thing you want to do is to be left with orphan miles. Orphan miles means that maybe you haven't reached the 10K redemption. You get like 8,000 miles. Sorry, you get like 8,000 worth of miles, but you cannot redeem because you haven't hit 10K. Yeah, so they may expire. And then you use it to redeem other things that are not miles. So that's how orphan miles are quite dangerous. Yeah, so I guess if you are new to miles, just stick with UOB first until you can safely say that you can accumulate very fast. Yeah, then you go for another option. But that's definitely not the min-max way. Okay, the min-max way is to get all the $4 per dollar cards like City Rewards, add the AMEX, then you add the UOB Ladies card, the DBS Women's World card, the HSBC Revolution card. But all your miles will be all over the place. Okay, so be very careful in the mouse game. Will you still use the chocolate card? Yes, I'm still using the chocolate card for bill payments like utilities and town council. I'll cover in the upcoming video. Okay, for Visa Signature, the amount spent is typical part of the 1,200 spend limit. Yes, okay, yes. Can share some info if you cash out your miles to KrisFlyer, or should you go EVA Air or Air Canada? Okay, see the thing about where should you redeem your miles to, right? If you're talking about DBS or UOB, they can only redeem for Asia Miles or KrisFlyer or Asia if you want. But if you look at other miles, if you look at other bank partners like Citi or HSBC, there are other avenues like EVA Air, or known as EVA Air, or Air Canada Aeroplan, or British Airways Avios. All these are much more higher level stuff lah. But I can tell you that even EVA Air and Air Canada, they are superior to KrisFlyer. Why? Because they require much less miles. But do they require a higher level of information and work around than KrisFlyer? The answer is also yes. Because KrisFlyer is very easy to navigate one. Okay, the only irritating thing about KrisFlyer is their wait list, okay, and the availability of flights. But other than that, their UI is much more easier to navigate. Okay, Air Canada, And EVA, so far, my experience with them is not as good as Singapore Airlines, KrisFlyer, but they are cheaper. So there it goes. Any recommendations for cashback card for travel bookings? This one I really have no idea. Cashback card, got any good one for travel booking? I never used cashback card for travel booking before. So far, I've been using UOB Ladies Card and DBS Women's World Card prior to the NERF. So if anyone has goods, recently I talked about the DCS Ultimate Platinum Visa Card, MasterCard, sorry. I think it is 2% cashback up to your first 10K spend. Yeah, I mean, if that amount is large enough. So usually I don't recommend cashback card for travel booking. What would you recommend for overseas use if I want to avoid any fees? I think what kind of fees do you want to avoid? If you just want to avoid foreign currency fees, then you can just look at all the multi-currency cards. Recently, there is this GXS Flexi card, right? Offering like 0 foreign currency fees, plus they give you additional cashback or something. Then the very popular ones like Trust Cashback. That's if you want to avoid fees. But that's not the best way to optimize if you want to use miles. Because if you are willing to pay some fees to buy miles at a very cheap rate, then City Rewards Amaze is the way to go. Or if you want to pair with other MasterCards like Maybank Family and Friends with Amaze, that is also possible. Yeah, but other than that, I think you want to avoid fees. You really have to go with multi-currency cards really. Okay. UOB recently do not give any annual fee waiver at all, even via agent. Is it no choice must cancel already? Yeah, just cancel lah. What's there to lose if you cancel? Even if you cancel, doesn't mean you cannot apply back, right? You can cancel first. 1 month later, you go and apply back lah, if you really need the card so much. Yeah. I really, unless your card is on installment plan. Yeah, you see the dilemma is that if your card is on installment plan and you have annual fees to pay, now your card is held hostage, because you cannot cancel the card. You have to continue paying for the installment plan. I mean, you probably could change the card number from the installment plan. I don't know how it works. I've never been on installment plan before. So those who have can help to share the insight. But otherwise, just cancel the card. No point. Any cashback or miles card for medical and insurance? Okay, medical is very subjective. Medical, is it private medical or public medical? If it's public medical, like polyclinics, hospital, can it be paid through Health Hub? Okay, we just go to the cashier, tell them, or sometimes you don't even need to tell. You just walk out of the polyclinic, they will bill it to your Health Hub already, right? Because if you sit there and wait until your turn to pay at the cashier, it's going to be like another 1 hour wait. Okay, usually I don't do that. I just let them bill to my Health Hub if I visit polyclinic. Private clinic is another thing. Private clinic, private hospital, you may be able to use the UOB Preferred Platinum Visa card or UOB Visa Signature card or City Rewards / Amaze if the MCC fits. Yeah, recently I went to a private clinic and used my PPV. Yeah, it worked 4 miles per dollar. What's the best card for miles for someone travel overseas within Asia? My expenditure mostly flight, hotels, and dining. Best miles card for someone who travels overseas monthly within Asia. Flights, hotel, and dining. In the past, I would tell you it's UOB Lady Solitaire card, right? Because flight and hotel covered by the travel, then dining covered by the second category. Then simple, very easy really. In fact, last time you can even pair with Amaze. Now it's getting a bit hard, no? $750 per category. Is that enough for you? Then okay lor. UOB Ladies card, 4 miles per dollar. I mean the UOB Ladies Solitaire card. But if not, then you have to look at all the other 4 miles per dollar options. But yeah, City Rewards Amaze is a very good combo overseas, but it excludes travel. Okay, so you can use it for your other stuff like dining, other shopping also possible. City Rewards Amaze. I'm very curious, does your wife own the same card as you, or does it get charged to all my cards only? Then you accumulate miles with my partner, but not sure where to start. Does my wife own the same cards as you? Most of the cards we own the same. Yeah, unless they have some specific income requirements like Lady Solitaire. Yeah, then only I have it. Why you will need a couple card strategy is because now you can double the cap. Imagine both of you have the UOB Lady Solitaire, both lah, which I don't, which not both of us have. Yeah, then you can have like 4 categories already, 4 categories of $750 each. Then your travel not enough, right? 750. You get your wife 750. Ask her to buy her own ticket on her own card. Now you got additional. Yeah, so couple card strategy is very important. I agree. But so far, if you ask me, I already have trouble trying to hit the Maybank $800 every month already. So I don't usually use up until the cap for now. Can I use the chocolate card for overseas to earn a bit of AMEX points? Not sure if trust would be better. Chocolate card right now is 1 max mile per dollar. 1 max mile per dollar equals to 1.8% cash rebate. So trust, why 1.8%, right? If you want to ask, is because you can redeem for Fly Anywhere. Okay, Fly Anywhere, the AMEX redemption. Yeah, you earn the AMEX miles, then you can redeem for Fly Anywhere at 1.8% rate. Yeah, so even compared to trust cashback is just like straight up 1% cashback, no frills, right? So it's immediate. Once the transaction is posted, you get a cashback 1%, very fast. But chocolate card is more like a long-term thing, delayed gratification, because you first need to have a flight ticket, okay, and then you need to accumulate enough miles. Of course, now you can redeem partially lah. So I think it's only up to for a limited time period for partial redemption. Yeah, so I still think chocolate card is better than trust cashback card. In my case, but for different people, they may choose different case lah, right? The chocolate card is capped at 100 miles. Is for what sort of payments? Yeah, I went through in the first slide. Maybe you came late. It's only for all the utilities, the medical, the insurance, the professional services, bill payments, something like that. Yeah, I'll upload the slide later to my coffee page. Meanwhile, if you feel that I've answered your question correctly, please help me scan the QR code for free. Okay? Yeah, it takes me some time to create all these slides. So thank you. Just scan the QR code. No need to pay me. You scan, we good. Okay? You ask more questions, I will answer until no more question. Okay? And if you scan already, just tell me in the chat that you scan it. I just want to track it. Okay, next one. Noob question. Would my spending on UOB One Card using Apple Pay, say at McDonald's dining, be rewarded with the cashback? Yes. The short answer is yes. Simple question, this one. Does anybody know if less than $200 monthly spending on the card still have chance for annual fee waiver? I have bigger spending on different card on the same bank. Not sure if it helps. Yes, it's possible because my UOB, I have a UOB Union Pay card. I never even spent on this card for like 4 years already, and they still waive the annual fee every month because I got spending on my other cards like UOB Preferred Platinum, UOB Ladies Card, and then last time I spent on Evo card. Right now I still don't spend on Evo card already, but they still waive the annual fee. So UOB very generous in fee waiver lah. I think it depends on your personal relationship with the bank. Yeah. Okay, so is Evo card better for UOB One account now? Is Evo card better? Oh, Evo card changed already. All the terms and conditions. I forgot to update. Oh yeah. Okay, I just take a quick look on Evo card. Meanwhile, I did post it up in my Hive. Yeah, but I forget already. My short conclusion back at the time was that if I refer back to my Hive, is that it's not really worth the change. Why? Because you get 10% cashback, but the cap is very little, right? I remember the cap is very little. Like it's not even worth the effort. And there's a minimum spend of $800. Yeah, $800 minimum spend. I rather spend on the Maybank Family and Friends card lah. Okay, so really, UOB Evo card, is it better than UOB One Card? I will need to take a deeper look. I think it's worth taking a second look after all these changes. And for those of you who have scanned the QR code, no need to do anything. No need to sign up, okay? No need to sign up one. You just scan. You just click. I'm very thankful already, okay? Yeah, no need to sign up. This is not like other brokerage trading platforms. Ask you sign up, fund in money, hold money, then trade. Okay, no need. All this no need. Okay. Yeah, that is all lah. Oh, no more questions already, right? Or still have? When will you be doing BTO video again? I think I very long never do BTO video already lah. Or maybe renovation video you're asking. Yeah, I have a video already. I just need some time to fine tune it. Talk about my kitchen. Very exciting one. I'm so glad UOB PVV is not nerf. Yeah. Not nerf for now. In the future, don't know. Looking at the way UOB does things, I'm not very positive we can still survive until the end of year. Okay. Before the nerf, I usually use chocolate card for Malaysian ringgit. Recently, I signed up for Trust Cashback. Chocolate versus Trust Cashback, which is higher value? Hey, you know, I did a video on this, right? Chocolate card versus Trust Cashback card. Overall, chocolate card back then was 2 max mile per dollar equals to 3.6% cash rebate. While Trust Cashback card is just a flat 1%. So back then, 3.6% is a clear winner versus Trust Cashback 1%. But now, the new chocolate card at 1 max mile per dollar is equals to 1.8%. 1.8% versus Trust Cashback of 1%. I still think that chocolate card is better. Okay, I know that I'm still going to get challenged by people around the internet, but I think my opinion, chocolate card is still better for now. If Fly Anywhere redemption rate change, then that may skew the difference. Okay, but looking at how chocolate card is presented right now, I think it is still in a better position than Trust Cashback. But note that chocolate is a debit card. Debit card means you will need to put funds into chocolate account. And chocolate account, is it a good account to put funds in? I cannot answer you. I myself don't put that in. But some people, they may want to put it in. So I just put enough for me to spend every month. Okay, I don't put like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 one. Okay, Trust Cashback is a credit card, which means you don't need to top up the funds. Very important, because when you do all this kind of fraud reporting, if it's on a debit card, it is quite difficult to recover the funds. But on a credit card, then I think they're more incentivized to help you recover or at least void the transaction and recover the funds. Okay, so debit card versus credit card is definitely superior. But in terms of earn rate, chocolate card is better than Trust card for now. If I'm using UOB Visa Signature and I didn't hit 1K spending, can I still earn Simply Gold miles? Actually, I never really looked deep into this, but my gripe is no. Visa Signature is very strict on minimum spending of 1K. So if you don't hit 1K, I don't think, based on my current understanding, you can get 4 miles per dollar. So Visa Signature need to be very, very careful on the minimum spend as well as the maximum spend now. Okay, thank you to all those who scan. If you're wondering what you're scanning for, it's just a link that leads to Interactive Brokers, one of my, if not my favorite broker, because I use it for building my financial independence portfolio. Most of my investments are there. They are there since 1975, okay? Or 74, yeah. How will you recommend to pay for Reno if I want to earn miles? Oh, I realize that so many people ask for this topic, but I haven't covered because I haven't finished my Reno series. Okay, I tell you, here's what the internet will tell you how to pay for Reno, right? You go and pay for CarLah, pay through iPayMy, or even most recently, pay through HomePay. HomePay is like the new app lah. They look for me, but like we talk, but then nothing happened. Anyway, this is an optimized scenario, right? Hopefully, your contractor or your IB can accept CarLah or iPayMy. But here's the reality. After going through my home renovation, they don't have the patience to wait for your CarLah or iPayMy for 3 business days. Okay, if you want to secure the deal, secure the price, okay, most likely they will pressure you. 我们今天那个价钱是这样，可是3天后的价钱不一样了吼，因为我们的材料可能会涨。Okay, to translate means that I'm trying to mimic the contractor say that this price is only valid as of this date. Okay, I cannot assure you that the price 3 days, 4 days later, the price will stay the same because the market is very fluid. Okay, which is highly understandable because we have supply chain issues back at the time, right? Yeah, so is your contractor ID going to wait for you for settle your card or I pay my transactions for the next few days or not. Okay. If your relationship is good, then okay lah. If they can accept, good for you. But if not lah, reality-wise, it's very difficult to execute it lah. In the ideal scenario, yes, hopefully you can earn all your miles, through your DBS Vantage card, 1.5 mile per dollar, even though you pay the card up or I pay my fees. But reality is, can they accept or not? Or your price may change. Then the cost versus benefit analysis tilted already. Don't always think about card benefits or no. Must think of realistic scenario. This is what I experienced. Do you get ID or just main con? I get none. I was the main con. I was looking for direct contractors all over the carousel. Like really, man. It's a journey by itself. CarLab can pay extra to transact in one day. Yes, you can pay. But is it worth it to pay or not? Is it worth it to pay for the mouse? That's another question already. You can only... Now that Maybank Platinum Visa has removed... Yeah, I forgot to mention, Maybank Platinum Visa is no longer valid for CarLab and IPMI starting 1st July. So, most likely you need to earn on your other cashback cards like DCS Flex, BOC Family, or Miles Card. Then you talk about what? Miles credit card like UOB Preview Miles, City Premium Miles, DBS Vantage 1.5 mile per dollar, right? Then there's another question really, is it worth it to pay at that miles rate? Right. Okay, next question. If let's say you're making a purchase, the shop allow credit card payment but got 3% charge, would you pay or just use pay now to transfer? Okay, 3% card charge is very standard one. Okay, especially all the, sometimes at the booth in the Expo or Suntec, they say if you use pay now to pay, if you use credit card to pay, they need to charge additional 3%. Last time it's Simlim shop, Simlim the computer parts. If you want to charge by card, they charge you additional 3%, right? So let's put it this way. If you can pay 3% and you get 4 mile per dollar, like a mobile contactless card like UOB PPV, you're paying 3 divided by 4, which is 75 cents per mile. To me, that's a good deal. Yeah, anything less than 1.25 cents per mile, I'm good. I'm good to pay for it. In fact, if less than 1 cent per mile, if you want to buy cents at less than 1 cent per mile, I think it's a no-brainer to pay lah. But that's for me, because there are other people who just don't want to pay out of pocket to earn miles on, which is very weird lah. Because if you're in the mouse game, you really need to know how to accumulate quickly, how to burn quickly, and if the situation is advantageous to you, then you should capitalize on it. But that's assuming you know what you want to redeem. Because some of you accumulate so many, a few 100,000 miles, then you all don't know what to redeem. Or by the time you want to redeem, the miles going to expire, or there's no flight route, or the date not suitable for you. You only know how to accumulate, don't know how to redeem and use. That's the reality of a lot of mouse chasers. So be careful not to fall in that trap. Feels like YouTube card don't have a place anymore for travel. Actually, YouTube card still has its place lah. I mean, for cash withdrawals, I think you can withdraw up to $400 free, right? For MasterCard. And sometimes they have the spending promo. Yeah, it's just that their spending promo is not widely publicized. And I also don't have a YouTube contact to publicize all their promotions. But sometimes their promotion really quite good one. Like, since they give you 0 FX fees, then they give you 5% cashback. Then you double earn already, right? You save FX fees plus a 5% cashback. But that's the limited time promotion. It doesn't happen very often for YouTube. Adding on to that, can I also earn miles on the 3%? Yes. You earn miles on the fees, assuming the MCC is correct. Okay? MCC wrong, anything also wrong. MCC correct, everything also okay. Yeah. Which is why the last time I did my deeper plus 3 video, right? If you add in all the foreign currency fee and on top you're getting the miles or cashback on it, then the miles per dollar or cashback gets even higher. Yeah, so fees do earn the cashback as well, as long as they don't charge separately. Because one good example that the fee is charged separately is the AMEX, right? If you charge local spend to AMEX, you get 1% AMEX fee. Now that AMEX fee is charged separately, minimum of 50 cents, and that will not earn you any 4 miles per dollar. Yeah, for those of you who don't know. Okay, so if I answer your questions and you're satisfied with the answer, please go and scan the QR code right now on this screen. Okay, it doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to sign up anything. You scan the QR code, you can tell me thank you also. If I never answer your question or you are not satisfied with the answer, you can follow up on the chat. I will answer until you are satisfied. Okay, and then no more question, then I will leave the live stream. Good enough or not? Can, right? I think now no more question already lah. Oh, and I think very late already, 10:10. Yeah, we've been here for 1 hour. I think for those of you who are watching this after the live stream, right, hopefully it can help you enhance your strategies, thinking what to do forward. This is not like telling you how you should strategize. This is more like to announce the changes, or announce the changes first, so that if someone asks why you never post this, why you never update this, I can say, the live stream is here already, but you haven't watched. So go and watch, go and tell your friends to watch. If they are too lazy, okay, you send them the exact timestamp where I talk about at the starting part. Okay, I already have a list where what changes I want to talk about. But this is only valid as of 1st of July. Okay, 1st of July only. 2nd of July tomorrow, maybe got new change already. Okay, but I won't update anymore already. I tired. Today is a very sad day, very tiring day already. OT until 10 p.m. Or night call some more. Where got YouTuber do night call one? Night call only for corporate one, right? Okay, back to my corporate days already. Okay, so thank you everyone. If I've answered your question, please help me scan the QR code. Okay, later I will put up the description. And yeah, whatever links and the slides will be up in the coffee shop. I arrange everything finished, then I post in my Telegram group. For those of you who haven't joined Telegram group, please go and join HMSG Telegram. Sorry, not HM. t.me/honeymoneysg. t.me/honeymoneysg. Let me type it in. This is where I post my latest updates. And sometimes I'm not the fastest, I think my community even faster than me. Yesterday I want to sleep already, then people go and post the update. Wow, then like, see already, then sian half. But must sleep already lah. Tired. Okay, hope you all have an enjoyable evening. Hopefully this will help inform those of you who haven't get up to speed on the credit card changes yet. And this is probably not the last update. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you everyone. This has been a good, enjoyable stream. Hope to see you on. One more thing. If you want to catch me live, my next live event will be on MoveFest, 12th July. So next Saturday, is it next Saturday? 12th July, is it next Saturday? I think yes. Next Saturday, I'll be at Suntec City, MoveFest. We'll be talking about financial independence, okay, together with a panel. Okay, hope to see you all there. If you all see me, want to chat with me, ask me questions, or take photo, feel free, welcome. Just look for me at the booth, at the counter, at the stage. Okay. Hopefully, I'm not doing something busy. If I'm busy, just leave me to my busy things. Okay. I'll see you all live at the physical event at MoveFest, Suntec City, 12th July. Okay. Shout out to Mumu for organizing the event. And yes, thank you. And I'll end this live stream today.